Hello.
It's not please speak with Scott.
Yes, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott, Brian Armbruster.
Brian.
How's it going, sir?
Wow, you're a busy guy.
Yeah, sorry, I'm usually a lot more punctual than this unless Maria throws something on me at the last minute.
Like yesterday. We're building an empire, so it takes time, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, good. Well, nice to meet you on the phone.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've been learning a little bit about what's going on. Still newbie at all in Forex and everything. I guess my job is to kind of help along with the marketing. And we were talking with Emily the other day and Bill. She wanted us to get a hold of you and Marie and Mariska and try to get a kind of an overall view, not only of what your vision is for this.
Where did you get involved? Did you get involved with Maria, or did you get involved with Mariska or Emily?
Mariska and Bill and I were involved in a previous venture. We became really good friends through the process. We work well together and everything. And
yeah, I got involved with Marie last November. I'm a trader. That's all I am.
I got it.
Seriously, right. I don't know. And so then meeting Marie, I got in touch with Emily, and of course Emily's in the United States, so I've talked to her a few times on the phone.
Right.
But I've never ventured out and got into any of those marketing programs or anything like that with anybody. I just trade.
Right.
I like it. Marie asked me if I wanted to come on and do the fundamental analysis for 5-star signals, because we started $5 signals back last November.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's what a lot of the testimonies you read are from that.
Yeah.
So the people paid $5 a week, and we gave signals.
I got it.
We started chat groups on Facebook. And so if you ask me, I think that was kind of the control for the analysis to see if this would work. With that being said, I believe, whether Marie knew it or not, I believe that was the control for where we are at today. You don't see anything like this on the internet. You see people doing multi-level marketing programs where you can get residual income and stuff like that. Right. But I mean, all that's foreign language to me. So by all means, I'm here to help with whatever I can: questions, testimonies, marketing. I'm learning as I go. I'm creating the videos for the sites.
Yeah, I heard about that.
She got into a bad accident a year ago, and she was gone for a couple months. And I think when she was laying in the hospital, she plotted this, and then her, Mariska, and Emily put it together around her quickly. We were going to do we were going to do a launch right before June. Stuff wasn't put together, and then we launched June 1st. And from what I see, it's a lot of good possibility for the trader and for the marketer. I'm in mainly contact with Mariska, Emily, and Marie on a day-to-day basis concerning the trading fundamentals of it. How we're going to do money management. How can we increase what we're putting together as far as trading? Mariska and Emily, or I think Mariska, moreover, is the one that is trying to figure out how to increase the marketing level, the residual income, the flow down of the whole aspect, with, of course, Marie in the background, because she's very intelligent in that. I'm just not. Yeah. But by all means, let's shoot. Let's do this. I think it's a great opportunity. I've never been part of anything like this, so I think one of my testimony would probably be one of the most fabulous ones. Not say anything, but it's because I'm a trader that does not need signals from it's weird. Like you just said, you just started trading, right?
Well, I got the demo account up. I don't have any real money in there yet.
Okay. One of the hardest things to do in the trader community is offer another professional trader signals, because they just don't want to pay it. They don't care, and so when you find some people like that are willing to take a signal from somebody else, because we have a rule: if you offer me a way to trade and you fail, then I double fail.
Yeah.
So if you profit, I only half profit. So we stay away from that type of stuff. So for Marie to be able to reach out to all these professional traders and they jump on board, it's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, I've never been involved in like this before. I've been doing online marketing for a number of years, as with Bill. We all learned a lot in Philadelphia from one of the masters in the industry. Bill's been doing it for a number of years, been pretty successful over the years. But, the problem with MLM companies is that things, sometimes they change the rules and things don't work out, and then it just kind of dies off. There's just very few of them that actually stick around more than a few years. I think what we've got here is something that's different, and we're also we don't want to really refer to it as a network marketing company because it's not. It's more of a direct sales affiliate marketing, and so because there's other issues with that, that people have stigmatisms, that kind of thing. But what I see here, though, is that, Mariska, Bill, and I were all involved in a company, and it was last year, no, it was like 2 years ago. And, 8 months later, I have 8,000 people in my group. Bill's got 6 or 7. I think he had 8. I think Mariska had 5,000. We all got our first big paycheck, and we thought, man, we made it, we're not going to have to work anymore. This is going to be great, and then all of a sudden, the back end systems just quit working, right? Things got screwed up, payments got messed up, they were controlling the payments and everything, and next thing you know, the next month, we all got like a $200 check, after receiving a $9,000 check, You're like, okay, I worked my ass off in the back of an 18-wheeler. My wife and I drive an 18-wheeler, so we get around everywhere right now, and we thought we were going to be done with all this driving around madness. But what we have here now prior to that, there was a company called Zeek Rewards. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Zeek Rewards?
Yeah.
I think I have heard of it. I think I've heard either Mariska, someone discuss it before.
The SEC shut them down because they're running a Ponzi scheme. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it was
yes. I'm very familiar with it, for sure.
Right. It was based on a penny auction, okay, and people get residual income every month. Okay, so I'm sitting back here thinking, Mariska shows this thing, well, it's going to be about Forex, you need to get involved in this thing with us. I'm like, well, okay. I'm just tired of chasing people around right now. I'm just kind of like beat up, I just want to take a break. And so I get, Mariska showed me this thing. I'm like, well, okay. So we talked a little bit, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. We were in Global One. That thing grew massively huge. Like, 250,000 people joined this thing like in 8 months. Okay. And the systems couldn't handle it. Okay. And I says, now I'm thinking to myself, why did it grow so fast? It was something unique. It was low cost, and it provided something of value for people. Right? Why did Zeek Rewards grow to like 500,000, almost 4 million people in a couple of years? Because it was easy, passive residual income. And so, and that's why I'm looking at this thing like, holy crap, we've got Global One meets Zeek, but the difference is we've got the right pieces together, because one, we're dealing with a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
Right.
2, it's not a multi-level marketing company, and payments are paid out directly. We're not waiting for somebody to pay us, right? They're paid out like every week. So, and on top of that, there's a residual income component where people can actually come in and join this program and create additional monthly income just by sharing it with others. At the same time, getting an income stream from their trading efforts, or the passive residual income that hopefully we can get started up and get all the nuts and bolts figured out on, because I'm ready to put some money in and get some passive residual income on trading.
Yes, and I think that's one of the key indicators here with this type of business, because the people that we're drawing in now, I don't see the type of people that Mariska or Emily brings in. I can only imagine they're not traders. No. But the people that I see, I'm bringing in, Lizzie bringing in, Emily, Free Forex Signals just on Facebook has over 5,500 followers. Yeah. In November, it had 1 follower when we started $5 signals. So that's why I said that's basically the control of the whole thing. We were charging $5 a month just to offer some signals. Yeah. And that opened my eyes to how large the trading community was. I own Armbruster Capital Management Group. It's an investment company that I started just for myself so I could trade currency and not have to pay the capital gains taxes, so I could have tax write-offs. And then I got real big into it, and then I managed money for some people in my family and some friends around like where I live. And that's all as far as I was going to try and go. I didn't want to get my licenses. I'm a finance major in college. I'll start my MBA in January for macro global economics and supply chain management. And then this came along, but in between all that, seeing the amount of traders that are actually out there in the world that are trying to become an institutional bank or trying to trade with $1 million accounts with 100-to-1 leverage, it's amazing to me. So when Marie and them implemented this, I was like, this is going to be huge. It's because as long as your signals are accurate, as long as your training and your education is accurate, then people are going to sign up monthly just for that. And then now you offer residual income on top of that. It's crazy. It's huge. There's no other company like that in the industry that does this. So it's definitely a first of its kind.
It is a first of its kind, and you know what I see happening is once we get the sales funnels put together, and then once that gets set up, we'll figure out a system to put it into a funnel. And we'll just start driving traffic to it, you know. And all of a sudden people just start joining, and then they start promoting, and next thing you know, it's just out of control. And that's why I was stressing to Mariska, I said, you guys, we got something huge here. You know, what they did here last week with getting the website set up to handle all the traffic, hiring the experts for a whole website redesign to be able to clean it up a little bit and get it out of WordPress. You know, and I guess my only thing is when this thing really gets rolling, man, it is just going to go nuts. It's going to be hot. Bill and I used to do calls all the time. It was one of the reasons why we got hired by this other guy was because of the calls that we did. And we would promote. We'd have 2 or 3 calls a week. People would invite people. They would listen in. They'd find out about the information. We generate the excitement. We generate the buzz. We get this thing going, right? We get this thing pumped up. We get it going. But it has to be something real because I'm tired of these bullcrap programs. I'm tired of getting lied to. I'm tired of getting beat up and then my reputation get put on the line because, you know, I told people how great this thing was and the company didn't pull through, you know. Right. And that's happened so many times to me and to so many people. So with this thing right here, we've really got something huge. We could be sitting here a year from now with 500,000 members buying memberships, right?
Yeah, at a minimum of $24 a month. When we first implemented $5 signals, and that's why it's so amazing to me to see that Marie has developed this, we were charging $5 a week, and then Marie also put together some type of training program that you could actually pay $2,500 and get paid, not a month or not a year, just $2,500 one-time fee, and Marie would train you on her breakout strategy, which is phenomenal in the trade industry. I just asked her yesterday if we could implement the zones back into the signals, and later on you'll see what I'm talking about in some of the videos I'm about to start making concerning the training, because we just put the training together yesterday, and that's why I was so busy, starting with the very basics, which is very hard to do, especially if you've been trading for 10 years. It's hard to, it's like they don't know what candlesticks are. And she's like, no, Brian, you have to, I'm like, golly, okay.
No.
You know, so it took me hours to make some videos, 2 of them actually, just volume 1 and volume 2. But anyways, people wanted it. People were like, Marie, where do I send my $2,500 to? People I never even met in my life were messaging me, hey, you're partners with Marie. Do I send my $2,500 to you? And I'm like, no, do not send me any money. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know, and then now with this, it's a lot more structured. We have people like Emily and Mariska who have joined on the back end with Marie to help with, you know, set up certain. So I was just very surprised to see it all come together on June 1st. What I care about my trading. I care about my fundamental analysis. I care about offering my learning or my knowledge to other individuals in a form to where it can benefit them. Now you throw this on top of it, I care a lot about it. I care about trying to get residual income, but I'm focused on my knowledge, on my education, and spreading that to other individuals. And now I can see that the training that Marie's trying to put together and the platinum memberships and the diamond and the gold memberships, it really come together, and we find those type of people that will pay that. And then on top of that, the money management plan that we're throwing together that we worked on last night and that we're going to be working together all week on, where people will let us manage their accounts and pay us a fee. So there's multi-levels of ways income can be generated here, and I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is, especially for the people in this economy who, you know, college students, for crying out loud, getting out of school with, you know, $80,000 of debt, you know, and they're like, well, you know, I can't find a job anywhere. Mom and Dad, can I move back home? You know, you know, it's one of those deals right now to where people are looking for something real. And there's been a lot of predictions from people that have been in the industry a long time, and in fact that this is going to be the new trend in our economy as home-based business type opportunities. And this is more than really just a home-based business opportunity. It is a way for you to get additional monthly revenue income passively, and at the same time learning to trade like the pros do, like the millionaires and billionaires do. This is what they do. This is where the rich go, and this is what the rich do to make their money.
Right. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing to me. I'm very surprised, and I know it's going to work, and I'm glad that we have. I see the work that Emily puts in. I see the work Mariska puts in. And when I was asked to, if I could contact you by Emily, and then you reached out to me, then I started to realize that there's other people involved that have that same vision to make this go as far as the opportunity can bring it, and that's really to the moon.
Yeah.
So it's real cool to see that there's other mechanisms working here to get the marketing off the ground, to get the trading off the ground, to get the money management off the ground, and
Well, I really appreciate that. I know you're busy doing training videos, and that's really more important right now. This phone call was a really good and productive call. I think just to kind of, one, get to know each other, and two, to really paint the vision for what's going on here. And I want to maintain that cohesive vision, throughout the team here, because we are moving towards something that's going to be completely life changing for a lot of people. It's going to really revolutionize the industry and the way people look at home-based businesses, the way people look at trading. There's been so many people that have been ripped off, scammed, lied to, broken promises. I mean, I can't tell you how many companies I've been involved in. It's got to be at least in the 20, 30 of them that just haven't gone anywhere, And there's some that have been around for a long time, but they're really, hard to push, lotions, potions, pills, that kind of thing. And the companies are still around and doing well, but the normal person is not a networker. The normal person does not know how to recruit and bring people into a business. I mean, the average, I guess, industry-wide is, anywhere from 1 to 2 people. And then you've got the rock stars who have figured it out, who know how to drive traffic, who set up sales funnels, who bring in all the people, or you've got these guys that are big motivational speakers that have big lists. The internet marketers got big lists and stuff who have been selling affiliate programs. This is like the most amazing affiliate program there is, because once we get the sales funnel set up, all a person needs to do is buy some traffic and send it to the funnel, and the funnel does all the work. It does all the telling, it does all the explaining, and the next thing you know, you've got residual income coming in. So the back end portion of the training and all that, it makes me think about how, what an opportunity we have here to really, really change the lives of a lot of people who've been let down by an industry who've given them all sorts of promises and stuff. All I can say is I don't want to make any promises to anybody. We're just going to deliver. Right.
No, we need to deliver. We need to deliver. I think that's important, because this is something we need to deliver on. I have a friend. I don't know how many Facebook pages you're on, but if you,
too many.
This guy Sean, a younger kid. He's about my age. Probably. I'm 32. He's probably. I think he's like 28 or 27. He's out of the UK, and him and his friends. He has a really cool bio. When Marie started the $5 signals, the Sean inquired, "Hey Brian, what's this?" And I tell him. He's like, "Okay, cool. This is what we're putting together." And then they launched. I think it was January 1st, and he has a lot of students that have paid the $2,500 to $100 to $3,000 to get taught to learn how to train or learn how to trade. And then he messaged me the other day. He's like, "Brian, I remember you asking me if you could be a part of our group and do fundamental analysis." He's like, "Now I see you're doing something with Marie." And I said, "Yeah, I've known her for a while, and she asked me if I wanted to be part of this." And he's like, "Yeah, it's really awesome. I read a lot about it. I looked into it. That's really cool. Y'all are doing this here." And he told me, he's like, "Brian, that's the first in the industry. We've never. Me and my team were talking about it yesterday. We've never seen anything like it. Usually, when anything that includes trading is just signal services, and there's a lot of scams. Signal services and account management. Yeah. And those are the two biggest scams in the world, because it's easy for me to tell you to buy the euro at $1.35.92 with a stop at $1.34.85. And when that stop hits, well, you don't care, because you made $30 on that, you know, from that individual that took that signal from you. And it's easy to say, oh, well, the market did this or the market did that. So that's another, you know, for us to have signals that are really precise, because they are, you know, Marie does not just focus on the level of the market. She focuses on risk management, and I don't focus on the level of the market. I focus on risk management concerning fundamentals. And so to put this into the environment, as well as allowing you to sign up for $24 a month and not just go on a website where you can see a couple videos, but actually have blog after blog after blog of training and analysis. And then on top of that, bring other people in that can be under you, and you develop a team. It's great. It's huge already.
So click on the link below this video or get back with the person who brought you to this